Stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, I love the lights. It's prom here, you guys. They're celebrating prom here at AFTERBUZZ TV. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're getting down. Thanks for joining us here. You guys can find me, I guess, at Susannah_Kim, SUSANNAH_KIM. Briana, let's invite you back to us. We missed you last week.
Yeah, I was up visiting family last week, but I'm glad to be back now. Guys, you can find me at bphipps14 on Twitter and Instagram, bphipps1214 on Snapchat.
And I'm Paige Bach at Paige_Bach on Instagram, at Paige Kelly Bach on Twitter.
We have our full panel now. Yeah, so we're at prom.
A very casual prom.
It was an interesting prom. Yeah, we're back now. It was an interesting prom. Overall thoughts of prom. What do you guys feel?
My first thought of their prom was, I don't remember my prom being both classes at the same place.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Junior and
true.
senior prom are different.
Did not think of that.
Also, is Ray a junior?
And
I actually don't know where Ray is.
He's got it. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely younger, so.
But
yeah,
where
2
is
years.
JJ? I thought JJ was a junior. Or is he a senior? See, I'm all
Someone's
confused.
gonna have to tell us.
Yeah, someone has to tell us. I'll get into the shower right now.
Yeah, if there's someone in the live chat, thanks for joining us, and let us know if you guys think JJ, or if you know, if JJ's a senior or junior, and then where Ray lies.
But either way, we had separate proms. You could bring, like, if you were invited, like a senior invited a junior to prom, you could go to prom with them. But you could. I don't think anyone invited Ray to prom.
This is all news to me. I'm like learning on the job.
Yeah, so you were saying that you didn't have prom.
Yeah, we don't have prom because I'm from South Africa, so we had something called matric dance, and then it was very formal, like waltz and dinner and everything. So it looked fun.
Yeah, definitely not this. Not what they are.
Right.
Not what they were doing.
Yeah, my prom was very different. One, I feel like TV and movies like to
That's
do
what I
the
was gonna
whole prom at the gym.
Yeah.
But both
And the
of my
bleachers
both
thing.
of my proms were like at venues.
Yeah.
Like my junior prom was at the Irish Cultural Center, and my senior prom was at a hotel
so
in
excited.
downtown San Francisco.
It's like I've never known this.
Like part of me is like, I wouldn't have been excited for prom if it was just at my school. I'd want half the fun is like you get to go somewhere.
Right. So let's talk about
You
that.
feel fancy.
They were talking about in the in the episode how there's this, I guess everyone sort of knows that under the bleachers, prom night is a thing. Did you guys have anything like that at all?
No.
No, it wasn't like
My
a prom night, there's like a goal to
TMI. Like my
get
prom,
lucky.
everyone just was on ecstasy.
Okay, well there's that. Thank
Not
you
everyone.
for
Not
sharing.
everyone.
Not everyone. It's not condoned, but
And not her, obviously, you
Not
guys.
me.
She was very good.
Oh goodness. So no, we actually
Sorry, I love
had
it.
we had this really strict teacher that, and in the accent she'd be like, you have to be pot plants, not wallflowers. So like you can't touch each other. She was like, you have to be in your separate pots. It was the weirdest thing. So you literally
I've
couldn't
heard
even
something
dance together.
similar to that for like
Oh.
Christian schools. Like I didn't go to a Christian school, but they you have to make room for Jesus in between
Oh my
you two.
goodness, I have not heard that.
Yeah, I got in trouble for kissing my date.
Ooh. All right. Okay, so you kind of get what they were talking about.
I
trying to
did
get
better
lucky
than
on
right.
prom. You did it right.
I don't know. My prom was just very like there was a dinner, we ate, and then we danced, and then you went home.
That sounds pretty typical. Yeah, I did the
I like
whole
it.
like boutonniere thing with the corsage and everything. You had that going on. No?
Yeah.
You did that?
Because I had a date, so the
There you
date
go.
gives you the corsage, and then you put your garter on his arm.
Right. So cute.
Yeah, that's actually interesting. But neither of them had dates or
No.
corsages, and that was kind of weird to me. That
It's weird that they didn't address it, or that there wasn't like a,
Yeah.
oh, we need to
I
get
mean,
a
there
date
are
for
people
prom.
that go to prom stag.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Or
think
just
that's
or
more
just go with
common
friends.
now. Mm-hmm.
Like you just have like a group of friends and you go to prom.
Yeah.
That's not an uncommon thing.
Yeah, I mean, because a lot of sitcoms we see, the storyline is, oh, I need to find a date for prom. Who am I gonna go with? Everyone's getting asked, but they didn't have that. This
They also
time. It
didn't
wasn't
have like the
like
a nice even at like it's a very Hollywood thing, but even at my prom, I think it's like a common thing that people like sneak in alcohol and stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
that's a very
that's what I was thinking of
teenage thing.
too. Because we have Dylan there playing bartender, kind of.
I was kind of waiting for her to like spike a drink or two.
Yeah.
I thought that Dylan would do that.
I was okay.
I
well,
just saw like you're hiring a student to do the drinks.
That's what I said. I was like, first of all, it's weird to even have a bartender. I don't remember the last time I went to a school dance and there was like a bartender behind a bar.
Right.
It's normally just like this punch bowl. But then I was thinking, I guess it's a way to avoid jungle juice or, you know.
I feel like even my school
spiked.
dances, we didn't even have punch or anything.
Yeah.
I feel like there was we had a snack bar kind of area where you could buy water or
yeah,
soda.
like Capri Suns.
I guess but honestly, if they hadn't made that decision, how would Dylan have been in the episode?
Yeah,
That's
they
what I was
just
thinking.
they
That
just
was her way
they
of
needed to
getting
get
in
her
there.
out of the house.
Yeah.
I wanted
into
her to
prom.
like sneak into prom.
Yeah, ooh, that would have been good.
That would have been cool.
And you were saying because she looked like she was in a tux almost.
Yeah.
We thought she was showing up to prom in a suit, which would have been cute.
yeah, that's what I thought in the like teaser on Instagram.
Yeah, that's very Dylan.
Yeah, I was like, yes, Dylan.
She looked
But I
really
was
cute.
still like, yes, Dylan in this episode. I loved when she was the bartender
Mm-hmm.
and she was talking to everyone like they were regulars. You know, she had that perfect bartender language
Yeah.
going on. That was so
Right?
cute.
She's like, move along, I have other customers. She was just working it. Okay, so we had a few things going on. We also have, we've got JJ went to prom and they show up. We have a few things happening here. I think it was like a sensitive topic where they talk about the R word, and they even addressed it in the very beginning where Kenneth gets to give his first DiMeo sensitivity speech. They have like a title for
Someone
it.
that did not even.
Didn't even say it. Yeah,
Didn't even say
that exactly.
That was funny.
Yeah.
I also love that they heard it from so far away. They were like,
They're just
And
programmed. They're
songs
programmed to hear it.
and how excited they all were to just like shut that down. They're like, who gets to do it, you know? So that was pretty funny. And then yeah, it comes up with Ray and a girl, which we always love seeing little romances
And the girl
happening.
is I don't know the actress's name, but she is in that other show, Life in Pieces.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
oh, I haven't seen that either.
Yeah.
It's with Tom Cruise's son, Colin Hanks. I think his name is.
Really? I'm going to check this out.
Yeah, it's in its second season, but she plays a daughter on there in one of the families. So she's also a sitcom person.
Yeah, I could definitely tell. I mean, her delivery and stuff was very like dry and sharp, and you know, she was very quick. I liked the way she played it because it was very believable when she was sort of defending that she said it. She was like, "Oh,
Right.
I'm a debate, whatever." I was like, "Okay, I can."
She was getting a little hot and heavy though, like undoing his bow tie. And
That's where I was confused. I was like, "Girl, what's happening? Are we having a serious conversation?"
William
or are we trying to
Day
get
is
this
in
man?
our chat roll, and he says he's 16, so probably a junior. William, are you
Talking
just to
about-
clarify? Are you talking about JJ or are you talking about Ray?
Yeah.
I want to say you're talking about JJ.
Yeah,
but just clarify that up for us. But
Yeah.
thank you for tuning in with that.
Appreciate it. The one thing though that I will say is I don't really know where I stand on this. Like I would actually have to think about it and spend time on the R word. But the one thing that I will say is like if they are trying to make a case in point about it, I felt like they joked about it and then she was suddenly serious about it. So it was kind of like, in a way, I was like, it's just challenging to me to decide from this episode how I feel because she was kind of serious about it and she made a lot of sense and they were just like, we don't like it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, they didn't have as the reasons to back it up. But I will say that if he is feeling that conflicted about it at all, then that says something about how you feel about it.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
true.
So
And I
even if subconsciously, like even if you don't have reasons in your head, like if subconsciously you're still kind of like, I don't know, I don't know if I can kiss her or whatever, then you're pretty strong feeling about it.
And I'm glad
Yeah.
that put him in a situation where he needs to decide to think for himself, because that's sort of been something we've seen with Ray, where he sort of
Well, yeah, because you have to make
pleases
your own
everyone.
decisions. You can't just do
Well,
something
and-
because your family does. You need, if you don't have your own beliefs and systems behind it, like
Exactly, especially considering I love what JJ said, that Ray has his whole life to educate people. So I like that, you know, he's aware to say, Ray does have his head on straight, you know, just because he makes this one decision with this one girl and kisses her or whatever, that's apart from what Ray actually stands for, you know, and what he believes.
I kind of hated the whole idea though that these people could just be together because she didn't know she was hot. Like I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, it sounds bad on either end. One, it's like he has such low self-esteem,
Exactly.
and two, like to say like, oh, you can actually get this girl because she has low self-esteem. It's like that's
It was sad.
terrible.
It was very
It's like,
sad.
oh, there's that one song out now, and I personally just hate it. Like, I can't even think of the
we
words.
should
of
have
it.
played it. I love it.
I don't even know the name of it. It's just the one where it's like they talk about like liking a girl's pictures on Instagram or something, and her liking you because she doesn't get that many likes
Oh, right.
yes.
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
A girl with less than something likes.
A girl
it's
that I can get because she don't need too many
I
likes.
Spy.
That one.
I
No,
Spy.
no, yeah.
It's called I Spy.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that's
It
hilarious.
like promotes this like low self-esteem thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
I mean, I think it's kind of sad too because Ray is a catch, regardless.
Yeah, I
like,
mean,
and they should have connected regardless, just because of the way that they communicate. Like, you don't communicate like that when you're as old as Ray is, which I'm guessing is like probably 14, 15.
Yeah, we're trying to get the
Like,
consensus on that.
it's just so interesting, like the way that he communicates and everything that happens. But it's also just so typical high school that she would just be like, "Oh, hot guy,
Right.
I'll just run off with that." So
Right, I
get
get it for like the comic
It's
relief,
like the
but
line.
that's
William-
definitely when I was like, she's awful.
William also chimed in and said, at least the school has gotten better at treating JJ as an equal. If this were on cable, somebody who was spied on through a peephole would be offended by the fact that it's not wheelchair accessible. That's a good, interesting thought.
Yeah,
That is
that's
a really
not
interesting
something I
thought.
would have thought of. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, JJ, he is but he is still kind of being singled out as like, we like,
the dance floor circle.
yeah, it's like, it's hard to like be like, are these people just being nice to me because I'm in a wheelchair? Or are they actually my friends type
Right.
of thing?
and I
I
like
mean,
that.
it looks like to him, he thinks like, oh, they're just doing this because I'm in a wheelchair.
Right. And he makes the point in the beginning saying like, oh, I'm not trying to stand out or, be the center of attention. I really just want to blend in.
I think this is part of JJ's path, like which we've been discussing about maybe having a mentor we discussed last week and like having some fun or getting into trouble, but becoming JJ and making decisions for JJ. And I think it's just kind of interesting in the same sense because talking about friends, we haven't met like solid friends that JJ has that come around. Then again, we haven't for the other kids, but it's one of those
Yeah,
things
none of them seem
where
to have like some
none of them
consistent
really have friends, but it's one of those things where like
Their parents are their friends.
Yeah. And Kenneth, we got Kenneth. You
they're
guys,
each other's
come on.
friends. Yeah, but
A third parent.
he definitely gets treated differently, and I don't really know how you can fight that because it's like being treated equal, but in some ways, he just inevitably like
Well, it's that
people
whole,
don't know
it's
how
that
to
whole
deal
question.
with that.
It's that whole question of like, if you're treating me this way because of my disability, is that
Yeah.
really treating me equal?
That's
Right.
exactly it.
Right. Yeah. No, and he kind of makes that point too when he decides that he's not offended by what this girl. So what was her name?
Molly?
Not Caroline. Molly, was that her name? I don't know. Yeah, but he was kind of like above that and says, I don't know, just that I don't know, he just seems so wise to say that,
It was Riley Mullins.
Riley
was
Mullins.
like a
See, I had the LY.
Thank you.
The LY was in my head.
But yeah, so we do have JJ and Caroline. So it's cute that we got a little prom date sort
like
of going
that.
on. Well, he had also a band of misfits, which was cute. So
I had a couple friends that were very tall, and they hated. Women hate being tall. Like, there's a large portion of women that they just hate it because I think it's like a society thing. Like women are supposed to be the smaller
Yeah,
than
you're right,
men
like,
and
small.
petite and all that. But
Cuddled.
like
yeah.
when you're tall, like you can have some like of the best stuff ever.
It's
Like,
true. My sister's extremely tall, and I'm not. And she loves it, though. She rocks it. And
There you
she's
go.
dated guys way shorter than her. But
Yeah,
she
I think
kind
you-
of
I think
likes
you just
it.
have to-
She's like, yeah.
It's like any size you are. If you're short or you're tall, you just have to own it. You just have to accept it that that's who you are and just be like, I'm gonna own this
Exactly.
and
it's
not let it like have you get self-conscious about things.
and the one thing that I really did like about this episode is JJ was going into it trying to act normal, and he was going into it with a lot of concerns, and as with proms and all teenage hangouts, everyone else had a bunch of concerns and insecurities, and I kind of love that he ended up being the little hero, like that helped everyone.
Exactly. Yeah, he kind of led that a little bit. And with him and Caroline,
I like how he was just like, what do you say? I'm not your leader, but no.
he just didn't want it.
Denied, but you're
Yeah.
denied.
Yeah. But yeah, they sort of learn from each other because with Caroline, she was also, I mean, obviously she's not in the position that JJ's in, but she feels so
Well, he didn't
want to
be. They both didn't want to be noticed.
Exactly. She wanted to blend in and all that, and he sort of made a sacrifice of being the center of attention to get the attention off
Did
of
you
her, which
think
was so cute.
that's what that button would do, or
No, I didn't see that coming at all.
I had no idea. I also thought that the button wasn't there. I thought he opted out.
well, I knew the button was there. I knew that I like had that feeling at the end. We're gonna see what the button does, but I thought that the button was gonna like, I don't know what I thought it was like, put out some like under lights, like those cars that have
Make
like the
the wheels
neon
shake.
lights.
yeah. It starts like
Like,
bouncing a little.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was just gonna be like the little ball and smoke, but
Got hydraulics.
I mean, it was still
Right?
fun, but I just wanted like it to be like a little more pimped out.
The best part was Jimmy's voice coming out. If you're hearing this, then JJ has changed his mind.
JJ has come to his senses.
Right? Be cooler, man. Okay, so then we have one other thing happening here. We got court Judge Kenneth. I don't know what he called it, but yeah, court was in session. We had Judge Kenneth breaking up fight
It's
night.
just like the DiMeos that their fun is to fight.
To fight.
And I like that they are acting like they don't fight
all the time anyway.
all the time anyway.
Right?
Yeah.
In front of the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Like maybe certain fights you don't, but
It seems like this was the extra petty stuff that they're like, we'll save this for the rainy day, you know?
I just never met someone that's that happy to fight. But you know, whatever works for you.
It's interesting.
Whatever keeps your relationship afloat.
Right?
So go for
Kenneth
it.
was pretty proud of his meat cleaver.
I feel like there's like
Gavel.
therapists that watch this show and are just like, I need to talk to these people.
You're right, yeah.
I need to.
I wonder if
Issues.
it is like therapy though, if you like bring it all up, you know?
I don't know if it's therapy if
I
you're
don't
like
really think-
storing it though for one day,
Right,
like
right.
whenever your kids happen to not be
Right.
home.
And having someone to judge
Like if
who's
it was
right
a,
or wrong.
like if it was a once a week thing, like okay, we're gonna have the once a week, we're gonna get everything out, we're gonna discuss
Right.
everything. Maybe that would be kind of healthy. But I feel
Maybe.
like
It's
how
probably
long
not
has
recommended.
this bottle been not open for? How long have your kids not been out of the house for?
Right? Yeah.
That you've just been waiting to talk about this ring. I mean, obviously these fireworks, that was 15 years.
Yeah. It's been a while.
crazy.
It's been a long time coming. And the culmination of that, what ends up is that Kenneth ends up having like what I put DTR. Have you guys ever watched Awkward on TV? No. So they call it DTR, defining the relationship.
Okay.
And they sort of define the relationship with Kenneth. They have sort of like a couple squabble, is what it
Kenneth
sounded
is
like,
basically
right?
their counselor telling them but he instead of like trying to get them to figure it out, he's like, no, you're right.
Right, yeah.
It was funny though when he was like the way that he was addressing them, the kind of discussion was like about taking a relationship to the next level, and he just works for them. But yes, he's also like a part of the family because he's so intimately in their lives
Well, yeah,
and
I
he
mean-
sees it all. But it was kind of funny that it ended with an actual
It's like if you
proposal.
have
Yeah.
if you have a caregiver, whether it be for a disabled child or for just a, you know, any child in general, then they're kind of a part of your family.
They're
And,
family.
like they're there all the time.
Once someone's in your life that much, it's like they're and part of routines, especially. Then they're just
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a babysitter that comes, you know, once a month or anything like that. It's
Right.
every day.
Right, and it's nice for him to get that recognition, you know, because he's been around a while, and they sort of talked about like, oh, I guess it is kind of awkward. We should discuss it. Yes, you are part of the family.
Here's a ring.
So-
Here's some fireworks.
Yeah, we're season in,
Here's
so
a
we should probably
sleeping mask.
Yeah,
I thought something was gonna go wrong with the fireworks, but it didn't.
I know.
I
when
was
they're
thinking
going
that
close
too because
up
I
on
was
it.
in my head. I'm just like, you do not set fireworks off on grass near trees.
So many
That's
too.
so
I was
them.
like,
Like I was waiting for something to catch fire.
right, or the neighbor's house, or you know, yeah, they would totally do
Well,
that.
and it like part of it is like, the area I grew up in, you could set fireworks off, not the like air ones,
I'm
but
learning
like the
so much about you today, Bree.
the ground. Like we like there's in California you have different like districts, and some people like it's only the ones that stay on the ground. But there's ways to manipulate those to make them go in the air.
You guys.
And my neighbors would always do that, and twice they lit the hill on fire across from our house.
And that's
What?
why they say
And
don't
this is
do
why
it.
you don't do it. And that's why I'm like looking at them with these trees and this grass and all these plants, and I'm like, why? What are you doing?
Just asking for it.
You're asking for your house to be burned down.
It is so funny.
That would have been a good ending, though. The house
Yeah.
burns down, then they
They
have
are
to
in
find
California,
Then they have to
so-
move in with Kenneth.
I would love that.
Oh no, their life would be even more disastrous. I think I'd just like get sweats watching the show.
It'd be like last week.
No.
You'd have to carry JJ up the stairs every day.
Right?
Yes.
Interesting. All right, so before we go, do we see Caroline again? I would love to. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I want to, but I also wanted to see our friend from last week.
I like you guys want to, but with the history of the show, I'm gonna say we won't.
And the Band of Misfits, same thing.
Yeah.
I wish. I would love to have a little gang for JJ to have at school.
I think each of them
someone to get in
needs a
trouble
little
with.
bit of a gang.
Yeah.
They do.
Or at least one person. Like maybe Ray doesn't have a gang, but he has like one person that's as dorky as he is that he hangs out with.
Right. They're just so tight knit, which usually I love. And most shows I'm like, oh, I love when they keep the core cast together and we just get those storylines. But
They
these
can
guys need
still
some
do
friends.
that, though.
Yeah.
But like you're in high school.
Yeah, we haven't seen the principal in a little bit either.
Yeah,
What
she just
what
kind of
happened to her?
disappeared.
Yeah, we would have seen her at prom. So we'll see what happens with her. We have, I think, two or
One.
One.
We have one.
There's
I
only
believe.
one
I think
left.
next week's the finale. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Well, that was quick. You guys, we have one episode left. Let us know if you have any predictions for what's going to happen in the finale. Do you guys?
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Do you guys have anything for the last episode?
I honestly have no idea where we're going after this
I have
episode
no
because
clue.
because if it was last week's episode, I would have had thoughts because it kind of left on those
Yeah.
morals and stuff. But I don't know.
No. Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe Dylan graduated. She's 7th grade, right?
I don't know.
Maybe I guess not. I guess not.
It's interesting.
They said
because
7th grade today, so
Yeah.
I guess she has one more before she would graduate middle school.
I don't know.
The shows are so different. I can't predict what's next.
Yeah.
It'll be a surprise.
I know.
Sure.
I predict that it'll be a surprise to all of us.
I predict that none of us will know exactly what's going
Right.
on.
The only thing I can think is that, when we first got together, we got Kenneth in the picture, so maybe they somehow have issues with Kenneth.
Do you
or-
think it's going to end on like a cliffhanger thing? Or do you think that
Maybe.
it'll be a full rounded out season? Because it has, I mean, I think someone said that they thought it got renewed, but to my knowledge, I haven't seen a renewal or a cancellation yet,
Yeah, I haven't seen
I haven't.
either, so we don't know. So I guess they could just wrap it up just in case.
Because I know
yeah.
sometimes networks like to do that just in case.
Right, and not have a cliffhanger.
But sometimes they want the cliffhanger to like draw people to want to renew it.
Right.
I don't
so
know.
We'll see. If you guys have any ideas, comment, please let us know. Take a second to like our video. Go on iTunes and like us as well.
Oh, sorry. William Day has some predictions with us. He said next year they need to give Ray his Raycation.
Finally.
Oh, nobody tried to set up Dylan with a girlfriend. Maybe. So
we'll see
he
what
wants.
happens
We want
there.
some setup.
Yeah,
I want
poor
dates for
Dylan
everyone.
getting left out.
Yeah. So we'll see. And Kenneth too. I want Kenneth to find someone too. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He needs someone.
He
So I
needs
think
some life
that's good.
for some Kenneth.
He needs something outside of.
Of the
Yes,
DiMeos.
of the
Gosh,
DiMeos.
God, yeah. And we can see him back at work too, because he's at the grocery
Grocery
store.
store.
Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. All right, so I think that's it, ladies. If you guys can tell them where they can find you, Bri.
You guys can find me at bphipps14 on Twitter and Instagram, bphipps1214 on Snapchat, and also this Sunday on Popcorn Talk Network at 3 p.m. we're going to be discussing Jesus Christ Superstar, the movie. So make sure you check that out.
Whoop, whoop. And I am at Paige_Bach on Instagram and at Paige Kelly Bach on Twitter. And coming soon is going to be what happens at the Abbey. And I'm going to do it. So I'm really excited for that to come out. So keep an eye out for that.
Awesome. And you guys can find me at Susannah_Kim, SUSANNAH_KIM. And I'll be going live at 8 for Scorpion in just a little bit here at AfterBuzz. So stick around. We'll talk to you guys soon. See you next week for the last episode. Bye, guys. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.